everybody, how are you doing today? This is Aaron Slider from beautiful Manhattan Beach. New home, new place, new energy, really loving and enjoying every part of life. Today we're going to talk a little bit about LOVE and what it means to me and what it means to you. I'm going to give you 5 specific tips on how you can deepen in your love relationships, whether it's your romantic relationships, your family, your business partner, whatever it may be, but deepen in the loving this holiday season, because guess what's coming up? Valentine's Day. And whether you're watching this before, after, or on Valentine's Day, these are 5 specific things that will enhance and deepen everything about love in your life. So, what is really the core of it all? It's this little guy here. This is a rock-shaped heart. Right here, this love, this red love signifies it all. That's not the first tip, but remember, when you're making decisions and you're seeing the world through an imbalanced mind, then there's no pathway from the heart to the mind to allow the natural intuition, the wisdom to flow through into your life. So keep that in mind. The first and most important tip about love is patience. Patience is a large virtue in our life. I think of many times with my beloved partner now, Koya, where things come up. It's a relationship. Problems arise, complications exist, challenges come forth, and to just hold the other individual in a space of heart-centered patience and seeing and recognizing the beauty to which they are, whether they're upset, whether they're emotionally challenged, whether you are in the same spot. If you just take a split second and beyond the reaction that might be happening in a moment in time, beyond the frustration, give yourself an opportunity to be patient, most importantly with yourself, your own growth, your own journey, but even more so with that romantic partner, with them. Just have that level of inner patience, because when that inner patience is here, it gives them that same breath of life, of regeneration, of awakening that's there and possible. Number 2 is acceptance. Acceptance is huge as far as our day-to-day lives and what we're accepting and not wanting to change. See, if I am looking at an individual, a situation, something that I'm wanting to see differently, that's an okay energy. But if it's something that's about that person, that every time they do that, they represent that, it pushes your button, it triggers you, then that's an opportunity to go inside yourself to deepen in your own loving. So really, the most important aspect, as it's with patience, it's self-patience and it's self-acceptance of sometimes if you have a big goal, a big journey, it's one slow step at a time. And you have self-acceptance and willingness to have the big goal in mind, but to be accepting and patient day after day, week after week, month after month. That level of acceptance for the things you can change and the things you cannot change. It's letting go of the unrealistic expectations and really just deepening in what you know to be true, what you know to be the essence of that individual, to be the essence of who you truly are. And having that level of acceptance into the world in that relationship just opens a door. It opens a pathway for love to step in. Remember, it's the love that really is the only frequency to which our soul actually knows. All these other emotions and illusions and frustrations and kind and cruel and naughty and nice and support and challenge, chaos and order, these are all aspects that when they're balanced, they're brought to an equal perception. What comes through is love. Thank you and I love you is that pathway with patience, acceptance. And next is being willing to go the extra step. Let the person in your life who you love, who you care about, who you trust, who you admire, who means the world to you, be willing to go the extra mile. Be willing to take that extra step. It doesn't just have to be Valentine's Day to show your love and affection and appreciation. It can be any day, it can be any moment. Just to look them square in the eye and just say, I love you. And just let that energy of love sit and settle into the soul. Let it settle in. Because there's nothing else in this world other than thank you, I love you. And when the body is open to fully receiving that, then the only thing really received through that is love, joy, a greater sense of happiness, fulfillment. All those aspects really enter into our life when we're willing to go the extra mile to that person we love, to that family member, to our beloveds, just to say, thank you, I love you. You might frustrate me sometimes. I might be over-elated with you other times. But at the end of the day, I appreciate it all. Appreciate the big perspective, the perceptions, all the big picture, and I'm taking that whole package just to say thank you and I love you. And that extra step of going the extra mile, whatever it is you know is most important to them, whatever you know is highest on their values, be willing to do that. Be willing to go that extra mile to showcase that. The next thing, and really, whether it's Valentine's Day or anything, is listen. Listen through the eyes and the ears of God. Listen through the eyes and the ears of your heart. Those ears of your heart that are open to receiving, open to giving. And when I am so present with my beloved, with my family, with my coworkers, with my clients, and you're listening as though they are the only individual in the world speaking, as though there is nothing else in that mind other than the words to which are coming through them, there is a deep, profound space of presence that it walks through that situation. There's a deep, profound space of just fulfillment when you really feel heard. So much of all the aggravation, the frustration, the things that happen in our life can simply be diminished and dissolved when two people come together and simply listen to what their needs are, simply listen to what's highest on their values, simply listen through the heart and the mind of the heart, through the heart and the mind of God, of love, listening, seeing their loving essence through every moment of life, through every aspect of that conversation, through every opportunity that allows you to deepen in that listening. And what's incredible is that when you offer that space for your beloved, when you offer that deep listening, then it starts to rub off and they begin to do the same thing because we're creatures of habit. We continue, especially someone that's in our space and in our energy, when we're open to really deeply listening to what's important to that individual, it's profound. Now let me tell you, I am far from perfect in any of these aspects. I share with you these 5 things because I recognize the things in my own relationship that I consistently work on. I consistently work on being present as she expresses her concerns, her desires, her needs, and really just taking that into my soul, taking that into my own awareness. And as a result, when I do that for her, she offers that same space to me. And the resulting factor is just a deepening in that energy, in that connectivity, and that two hearts and bodies and independent beings coming together for the beautiful co-creation of relationship, of partnership, of beloved love. And the last one is always, no matter what, every situation, person, place, experience that you walk into in your life is here for the growth of your soul. It's here for the growth of your life. Spirit, this inner wisdom inside, has an incredible way of putting the people, the places, the experiences into your world to force you to honor and appreciate the things that you have not learned to love about maybe your past, your future projected fantasies, your guilt, your resentments, your worries, your doubts, your fears. So, like a teacher of mine says, if you're seeking for courage, then Spirit's going to put you into a war zone. So, if you're seeking, if you're praying, if you're trying to clear aspects of your consciousness, then what's going to happen is it's going to be situations will be put directly into your world that are going to force your growth and evolution, force you to understand that this external world is a reflection of the inner reality. It's a reflection. So if there is aggravation, distrust, resentment, misunderstandings, then those are all aspects that are happening here. It takes a sense of personal responsibility. It takes a sense of being willing to do the inner work. But ultimately, the beauty of relationships, it's two independent people coming together with their own unique set of values, and as a result of that energy, they're bringing to the surface things that are unloved, that are unappreciated about the past, about the reverberations of the mind. And as a result, it comes up streaming as emotions, as things come forward. And the tendency, as a result of that frustration, is to take it out on the partner, to take it out as someone that is so close, that you're so vulnerable with, and just express that emotion. And granted, that takes a level of patience, of acceptance, of understanding, of willing to listen, to always, in that space of the other's growth, just to hold them in the light, to hold them in the knowing inside of you that is absolutely rock hard foundation. That's a rock hard foundation of love. It's a rock hard foundation of deep soul-filled trust. So take these 5 aspects into your world. Take these 5 aspects into your love life. Let them simmer, permeate, incorporate into your world. Listen, be patient, be willing to grow, go the extra mile. All those aspects your partner is going to appreciate. Your beloved is going to appreciate more than you would ever know. If you want any answers, or you have questions, or you'd like me to discuss another aspect in a future video, feel free to email me, lifebeyondcomfort@gmail.com. And that's also where you can go to find out and read on my blog, lifebeyondcomfort.com. You can subscribe to me at the bottom of this YouTube feed. Thank you so much for your listening, for your acceptance, for your patience. May you have a heart-filled, soul-inspired day ahead of you. Aloha, namaste.